So again, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Nikki Lee. I am a 3-star platinum with my husband, Charles Lee. This is a little bit more advanced training. I really recommend you do the team building with my husband, Charles Lee, first. You don't have to if you have some experience in building a team or some experience with it already. However, I do recommend, because here we're going to show you where all the people are, right? How we are able to get so much people. And it's really important to know how to talk to them before you get leads, because I can show you all the things to do, and then you get them, and then you're just missing. You're not closing. You're not connecting with them. They're ghosting you. You don't want that. You definitely want Charles Lee's training. It goes along with this one. You can get all the leads in the world, right? For example, you get on a job posting, okay? We'll give kind of an example. You get on a job posting and you buy leads somewhere and you get 150 leads. If you don't know how to call them, if you don't know how to text them, and you don't know how to invite them to the presentation, and you don't know how to close, you're gonna feel pretty discouraged, and you're gonna probably waste your money, especially if you pay for leads. I don't advise that. I advise you definitely, if you feel a little uncomfortable, to definitely practice. Maybe you've been to Charles's training over and over, and you've heard it from myself, you've heard it from the leaders, you've heard it from Marnie Hernandez, Amy Cabrera, you've heard it for Courtney Palomino, but like something just doesn't click. You're like, oh man, I hear Sarah tell me that all the time, Sarah Rogers. I hear her say that all the time, but it's just not clicking with me. I don't know. That's probably means that you have to practice, whether that be practice with your kids, your husband, your wife, a family member, your children, or just in the mirror, or on a Zoom, or by yourself. But you do have to practice so you feel comfortable, because the more comfortable you are, that's what the people that you're talking to are going to feel. That you're comfortable, you're confident, you know exactly what you're talking about, okay? So let's get started. Welcome, guys. Thanks for coming. We're going to talk about leads and where the heck do you find the people. My husband calls me the body dragger, right? The body dragger. I can body drag. Now, who are we going to body drag? We're going to body drag hot market, warm market, and cold market. You guys have learned that before. Hang on, I'm going to get my bird. So those are the people that you're going to talk to, right? But where do you find them? Well, for those of you guys that know, a lot of my organization is the hot market, if you think about it, right? Because Charles tells the story all the time. I was doing the business for a little while, and then Charles came into the business after. He's my hot market. He's my husband. How many of you guys are completely afraid to show your husband or wife, or your kids, or your mother, or your father? Anybody? Anybody like completely afraid? There's a list for that. It's called what's that scary list called? You got some knees in there. What's that called, Charles? That list? Like the red list or something like that? Like people you're really afraid to talk to.
Scared list.
Scared list. But that list, please do not count that out. I want you to put that, everybody get a pen and paper, and I want you to write all these things down, because I want you to get leads wherever they are. Wherever they are. If it means talking to your husband, wife, Silver says, not my family. Right, exactly. And you know why? It's not their fault, and it's actually not your fault. The problem is that they've seen all of the things that we have done wrong, right? Because we have to keep doing things in order to succeed, and we have to keep failing until we figure it out, right? And the problem is our family that's closest to us, they've seen us, especially for the entrepreneurial spirited people that we have here. They've seen us fail so many times that they're like, oh no, I'm not doing that again. I'm not falling for that. So the way that you can do those that you've already approached, definitely. Susan says they're not supportive. Of course not. So when you have those, if you have, because some people, they have family, but they're just scared to talk to them. But others have family that are not supportive at all. They say it's a scam. You guys just saw the video. I mean, not a scam. I mean, it's insulting when people say it's a scam to me because I feed my kids with it, right? I went from broke to have a ton of money. So it's definitely not a scam. I book a ton of travel. So my point being is that definitely don't want to be afraid, but the people that have family that do say it's a scam or they're not supportive, you come back around to them later after you've made some success, after you've taken a few trips for free, or after you've taken a cruise, something like that. And we call this attraction marketing because they're going to follow your journey. They're going to watch you. Who cares if they don't like your post? They're watching the whole journey, okay? They're gonna see what you're doing. That's why it's really important in your journey to record your journey, to share your journey. So if you're just starting out and you write on there, I'm super excited, I've just started a travel business, you're just informing, you're just telling them they're starting. You're not saying, join me, nothing like that, right? But along the way, you're sharing your story so they can see your growth and they can see what you've done. Now, if you're just doing like part-time or you're just adding a few on and then maybe doing a little bit of bookings or whatever, it's important to share everything because you have no idea what they're thinking. Like, oh my gosh, she just got a free cruise with Carnival. I was gonna pay for a cruise for Carnival. How the heck did she do that? We don't share that. Like, be a travel agent, be a travel agent. You wait and you're patient to let them come to you. That's the hot market, guys. Okay, that is the hot market. Okay, so you don't be aggressive. You just have to let them come to you. I wanted to address that first. The other thing is, before you even talk to anyone about any type of business that you're going to do, which is travel, you have to know a little bit about travel in order to do the team building side, because team building is helping others, right? We do not just bring people into the team and then just send them off on their own. Now, Rising Tide, we have enough support where, yes, we have a lot of trainings where we could just send them to the training. We don't even have to show up to the trainings. We just send them out. We have a lot of support, but you want to be able to explain any type of business to them that you're building, because what they're going to do is they're going to ask you questions because they came on because of you, right? They answered your ad. They called you. So I want to make this very clear before everybody starts to get leads that you guys don't blow them out, okay? Because it's really, really easy to feel discouraged if you blow out leads and it's a numbers game, guys. You do it the right way and you do it the way that we teach you. It's gonna be, I think my husband said is it 1 out of 5, Charles? I think it's 1 out of 5 that will sign up in your business. With all of the value that we have, it's usually 2 out of 5 because we have the free vacation, we have the raffle ticket. Right when they come in to the business, you'll have so much value, it's ridiculous. They get a raffle ticket where they could win $500 or a free vacation to Cancun or Bahamas, okay? So that right there is value. And you always want to be update and know what all of the offers are that we have. Let the presenters present that in their presentations. They will, I promise you, they're amazing. Let them do the presentation. Don't talk through it. I know Charles trained you this. I just want to make it clear before I show you guys where I get all the leads, okay? So here is the promotion that we have right now. It's air and hotel paid, and we're going to do a raffle. So anytime that you bring someone into the business, you're going to go over to your website or the Rising Tide website, whatever team you're in, they have their own website, or you can go into the Rising Tide website and you're going to go to the March team building raffle. Yes, we have booking raffle as well, but team building is what you're going to go inside and enter that. Okay. So read it very carefully. That way you're very, very clear on what the promotion is, because it will tell you. You get 1 agent for anyone that you bring in March, and they will get a ticket too. So you will each get a ticket. for reinstatements, the person reinstating and the person that comes back each gets a ticket. If your agent is brand spanking new and they bring someone in within 3 days, they get 3 extra tickets in 7 days. So if they come in and they're already a network marketer, they're I already know how to do this. I already have a team. I have 3 people in this other company and my makeup company, they'll follow me over. Then they bring 3, then they get 3 extra tickets. Okay, just so you guys know. Now the place to put that is March Team Building Raffle. Okay, so let's get our notebooks out. Let's go through the list so that you guys know. The first thing that I did, and I want you guys to write this, don't count it out, is your phone. Your phone. I want everybody to look in their phone and tell me how many contacts they have. Just take a minute, just look inside your contact list, and I want you guys to see. And you guys might be like, this is simple, because you can't overthink this. Okay, I want you to look and see how many contacts you have. Whoa, 764. You better get busy. Gail has got 30. That's okay. So Gail, you would look somewhere else. I have over 40 places. Don't worry. We're going to go through all of them though, because you want to bring in people wherever they are. Okay. 111. Okay, good. All right. You got it. Now, what do you say to these people when they call? I like a text message. I like a call or a text message. So I want you to write down your call list. And this is going to be the scariest thing ever, guys. It is. It's going to be scary. I'm not going to lie. Look at Sandy Rosa, 1,400. Sandy Rosa, out of that 1,426, how many people in that 1,426 know that you book travel and know that they can book travel too? How many, Sandy? Tell me, out of 14. Be honest, because I know. I get it. It's scary. Sandy says 36 out of 1,400, okay? So it's a scary, scary thing, but it's somewhere that you guys, you have to get uncomfortable in order to be comfortable, if that makes sense, especially with talking to people. So what do we say? What do we say is the big question. What do we say to these people? We're not going to ask them to be a travel agent. We're going to pass off the buck. We're going to say, hey, I started my business. I was hoping that you would support me. Do you know anyone that wants to make extra money on the side booking travel during COVID? Does that make sense to you guys? Does everybody understand that? Give me a thumbs up if you guys get that. You're not going to ask them directly like, hey, you want to book travel? No, that's weird. Hey, do you want to build a team? No, that's weird. Do you know anyone? Do you know anyone that needs, not wants, that needs? Because we're in the time of need right now. Do you know anyone that needs to make extra money on the side during COVID times working from home with me? That's like the main pitch right there. Seriously, you always pass it off. You're like, not them. You know what they always say? It's like the weirdest thing, and it's so uncomfortable to ask them to if they need to make money. But if you ask them, do you know anyone that needs to make money? Does anybody know what they say, what they always respond with? When you ask them, they always say me all the time, every single time. Yeah, I do. What do you got? Right? And I'm not saying you have to say this to your mother, father, or their scary list. That's not the approach to the scary list. Like I said, I told you how to do that. They have to watch you. But people need us at this time. And look, we cannot prejudge oh, well, they're a nurse, they wouldn't like this. Or they make a lot of money over here, they wouldn't like this. You know what people do that make a lot of money? They travel. And do they want to spend all their money on travel? No, they want to get discounted travel. And if they book it under their name and they get commission back, isn't that discounted travel? You know what a majority of the agents tell me? Oh, we don't get money off on if we book our own travel. That's weird. It's so weird when I hear that. Because if you put it on paper and we book a trip for ourselves for $1,000, right? With one of the companies, let's say Vacation Express, right? And we get 20% commission back, that's $200. In reality, if you put it on paper, you only spent $1,800. Isn't that a discount? Isn't that discounted travel if we get money back in our pocket, right? But if you don't know how to explain this to people, it's going to be very difficult to keep your team or put people on your team, because they're going to ask you, oh, do you get lower prices than the internet? Well, we get commission back. So you can take that money off the price and you get it back. It's like a rebate. Anybody ever did a rebate before? LV says, isn't it difficult to work with family? I'm scared about it. Yes, absolutely. But you know what? We don't have to. We got the whole world. You got billions of people. You don't have to. Let them come to you later if they need you. They need you. You don't need them. Okay? We have to think for other people. When you start getting this in your mindset, it's going to be a lot easier for you to body drag, because people need you. People need you. You don't need them. You have to get enough value where people are just sucked into you. Oh my gosh, Silver Bernadette Ness says, you know what? I just started my business. I'm brand spanking new, but I'm loving it. Like, I did Disney, got free Disney tickets. I got free Princess Cruise. I did a Club Med. They give 50% off, which is crazy and phenomenal. When she starts educating and talking, never even ask them if they want to join the business. She's just talking about her business to people, right? Whether it's in person or online or phone call or whatever. Now, when we message you can text or you can call, whatever you're comfortable with. I know the whole world text messages, but there are some older people like myself that like a phone call. They feel important. They feel special. Maybe they haven't talked to anybody. Maybe they're going through a depressing moment and they feel like their whole family's ditching them. Call them. Hey, what's up? This might not be for them. That's okay. You're connecting because they might know somebody else. You see where I'm going with this, guys? Okay, so you can't be afraid. Annie says, just be open to the whole world coming to you. Absolutely. Because the more things that you feel comfortable with and the more you talk to different people, it's going to be like a spider web. And it's going to be like, oh my gosh, these people are throwing themselves at me. When you talk to someone and you say, hey, Dad, I'm going to talk about my dad, okay? Hey, Dad, do you know anybody that wants to make extra money over there in Connecticut? Anybody during COVID that maybe got laid off or anything? Yeah, I got some of my friends. Okay, awesome. Give me their phone numbers. I'm going to tell them that you referred. Now, if I call my dad's friend right now and I say, hey, my dad said that you need to make extra money. Don't you think that's a little easier than you going cold calling just random people? Because they already have a referral from my dad and they already have a connection with my dad. Hey, my dad said to help you out. I don't know what you're looking for. And the one thing that my husband taught me is to say this. If it's for you, awesome. If it's not, that's okay too. Because we just need to go through the numbers to see who it is, who does need us. Right? Just need to go through the numbers. So, phone list. I know it's scary, but I advise you guys to do every single person in your phone. Hey, do you know anybody that wants to make extra money? I just started a business and it's amazing. I love it. Short and sweet, very short and sweet, but I want you to do it with your personality. I need you to leave out yes, no questions. Whenever you ask anyone, are you interested? It's do you know anyone that's interested? Not do you want to, or if you're interested or anything like that. Like, don't give them a way to say no, if that makes sense, right? What I do is I always write who do you know? Hey, who do you know that needs to make extra money? Who? Now they're thinking of who, not yes or no, right? So, hey, Dad, who do you know that needs to make extra money? My business is booming and we're looking for people. We, always use we, not I. We are looking for people because as a company as a whole, aren't we looking for people? Right? We. Otherwise, they think it's just a single person and it's weird. It's weird. It doesn't feel inviting at all. We are looking for people that want to make extra money. Okay, awesome. What is it? Well, everything will be explained. And again, that's in Charles's training. So definitely go to his training. The next one is Facebook. Write down Facebook. We're going to go through a lot of them. Facebook, I want you to write down Facebook. I know it's redundant And a lot of you've already used it so many times. And a lot of you are like, oh, I keep posting on Facebook. Do not do your personal page. You can, but I would do it like once a week. I wouldn't do it it looks spammy. You don't want to look spammy, okay? What I personally do is I post inside groups. And again, you might not have the best group and you might not have the most responses, but that one response that you get from a random group, they could be your next platinum. You have no idea. And if you don't do it consistent every single day, you know what happens a lot of times? I'm going to be honest with you guys. A lot of people post the first 3 days on Facebook and they think that's enough. They call that consistent because no one called them the first 3 days. Okay. I did this with Denise Ippolito. I shared my video, my YouTube video in a group, random group. I don't know these people. They're strangers, right? So if you go on a social live group or you will go on a group that it's okay to post in, right? This is the exact group I found Denise Ippolito. Not even a lot of people in it, but I posted every single day for 30 days, okay? I posted in here very, very simple, okay? I'm gonna show you the exact post that I do that I get. It has to be every day, except for your day off, of course. If you don't do it every day, then you're not being consistent, right? We are looking, same old post. A lot of you guys, same old post, you see me doing it and they're like, oh, but it works. We are looking for people. And I know a lot of, oh my gosh, I got 9 people and I just can't build any further. Okay, well, what are you doing? Are you posting every single day? And a lot of people will say, no, nobody was responding to that. Okay, well, you have to keep going because different eyeballs are going to see that post different days. Does that make sense? Everybody put an I in the chat box. I, if you understand, just write I. So I know you guys are, okay, cool. Gail's got I. Okay, you can't stop after 3 days. That doesn't work. I promise you. That's not what I did. I did it for 2-3 years. Okay, so let's start with the social live groups, okay? And I'm gonna show you guys another sneaky way, okay? We are looking for people to book travel from home, start making money today. Text. I know you guys have seen this so many times from me before, but I gotta keep reminding you. Text the word travel for more info. Oops. Okay, remember, don't do this unless you know how to open and how to close from Charles's trainings, okay? Same groups every day. Yes, I do the same groups because it's 18,000 people in this group. Then I'll go to another group. I do 5 groups a day, every single day except for Saturday and Sunday. But 5 groups every day on Facebook, okay? And then I always want to pick a very professional picture, something that will kind of be like, yeah, I want to live that lifestyle. Right now, we're just going to do my husband in this picture. We'll just do this one for now. Okay. We are looking for people to book travel from home, start making money today. Text the word travel for more info. Now, if you think people are going to think it's a scam, therefore you're already in the wrong mindset, and you're not going to attract like people that really want to do this because you do this, right? You have to find people like yourselves. Okay. So post, and this is what I do. And then I just make sure it's on there, or sometimes it needs to be approved, right? And then I copy it. Do you see how I do that? And then I go to the next group, social live. Let's do Florida. You can't give this up. Even if there's 3,000 in this group, I don't care. I don't know who's new in this group. I don't know who never saw me in the here. You can do pretty much any picture that will suck people in. Okay, there's another one right on the beach. And I always like to do different pictures. Next one. How long does this take, guys? Not long, right? 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day? No, I don't just do, you cannot do groups that you're not allowed in. Like you can't do, like, I guess you could do like a dating group or somewhere, but as soon as they say, no, this isn't allowed, then I would obviously not do it. But you can't like go on Carnival Cruise and start doing it like that, right? This takes 5 minutes, okay? There we go. Okay, so I'm doing them all so you guys can see. Like if you're invited to a group and it's somebody's group, just ask them if you could do it. Like, let's see here, Las Vegas. Like here's a volleyball group. I already know, I've already asked her. I already know who owns it. It's only 500 people in here. But hey, what the heck? I'll just put it in here. Okay, and if they don't let you or they say it's not allowed, okay, well, you just move on. You don't get your feelings hurt. You move on. Okay, fine, I move on. Do you know what? A lot of people don't man their groups anymore either. It's like, whoa, nobody's even in this. No one's even paying attention to this group. Okay, so you guys see what I'm doing. I need you guys to take a screenshot of what I'm doing so that you can copy exactly what I'm doing. I'm not going to do too many social lives. I'll let you guys do it. And you know, if I see Bernadette, and sorry, I keep using your name, but you're right on the top. And I see Ed Cassell and I see Susan Hookham. I see all of their ads. That's because my view, I'm connected to them in Facebook with the algorithm. It doesn't mean if Joe Scott logs in, he won't see that all together like that. He's going to have a different view. He gets his whatever his view, what his algorithm is. The only reason that ours is connected and we see all of ours is because we're all travel, we're all friends, so it's going to group them all together. It doesn't mean that somebody else looking is going to see that. Everyone's Facebook, by the way, on a group looks very different. It's all different. Okay, it's scattered. It's possible that we end up posting the same groups as you. How do you feel about that? I love it. I'd rather you guys post than I do. I don't care. I'm okay with it. Trust me. You guys do it. I want you guys to make money, right? Because it's not about me. It's about you guys. I will make money just by default, to be honest with you. Okay. Is this only for recruiting new people or can you use that same formula for your own self? I use it I use it every day. I don't think too hard about it. Angela, if you got blocked from a group, that means that it wasn't an open forum. A lot of times it will ask you, why are you here? Like you cannot go to, you can't just go to a random group. Like let's say Las Vegas nightclubs. Usually they close them, but let's just say, for example, I went here and I went inside and I promoted. And they were like, yo, you can't promote that here. They'll kick me out. So what? Bye, I go to a different one. Okay, so like I said, if someone from the team posted in there, like I said, you're not gonna see the same thing that they're gonna see. Does that make sense? Now, if Susan Hookham makes a post and I see it, yeah, I'll probably skedoodle. I'll probably get out of there. She's in there and I'll just move on to the next one or whatever, which is fine. And you're going to see a lot of groups. But there's so many, you guys, there's so many. I mean, there's a ridiculous amount. Go into Mexico here, Mexico. I mean, it's just so many. Mexico Live, Mexico Social Live, New Mexico. There's so many different places that you can go. Okay. And do it just daily. See, here's D. Here's D. She knows how to do it. Let's see here. November 3rd. Okay, another one of our team builders. She very short, sweet, simple. She did add a few. I like this one. This one's a really good one. Only I would take out do you need supplemental. I would do we are looking for. Okay. That's Facebook. All right, let's move on to the next place. Okay, everybody got that? Everybody good? There are millions of groups. Okay. Let's go with Instagram. Anybody use Instagram? Okay, Instagram's a little bit different. Instagram's really good with your hot and cold market. I mean, your hot market. Okay, Instagram. What you want to do with Instagram is I post a picture every single day, Jennifer. Oh, as far as my Facebook page picture, I always keep the same one. But and I change it, like, I don't know, maybe every other month or something like that. But Instagram, I always want to make a lifestyle with other people would like. Now, if you've never been anywhere, it's okay, because everywhere is a vacation to somewhere, right? So if Melissa Castillo lives in, where do you live, hon? Where do you live, Melissa? Type it in the chat box if you can. Type it in the chat box. See where Melissa lives. Melissa, how about Ed? Where do you live, Ed? Ed, somebody chime in the chat box. Tell me where they live. Colorado. You may live in Colorado, but to me, it's amazing. Snow, mountains, skiing. Holy smokes. Go to your local store and take a picture of the background. Doesn't that look like travel? Right? I mean, seriously, all of the places you guys are naming here is a vacation for someone. For real. Oh my gosh, Sherry lives in Vegas. Yeah, just next time you go to the strip, just when you're with friends or family, just kind of like, what are you doing? I'm doing this for my business. Florida's good. Dominican Republic. I mean, come on, you guys are just awesome. And you know what? Wherever you take pictures, it's going to look like you're vacationing anyway. And throw in some, I just got a certification for Disney. I just got Disney certified. And, you know, things like, I do little subliminal messages, right? I do, where's my little Club Med thing? I just got a Club Med thing. I don't know where it is. Where is it? Let's see here. I just got a Club Med flyer. I know it's somewhere. I just don't know where I put it. But the Club Med flyer, you could post it and say, I just certified in Club Med, or I'm excited, I got my Club Med vouchers, or take a screenshot of your screen of this training right here and say, I learned a lot of cool stuff. I can't wait to go to Mississippi or something, you know, just share your feelings and your thoughts. That's attraction marketing right there, right? Oklahoma, I love Oklahoma. Who wouldn't want that? You got animals, you got cows, you got farmland. I have a picture of me in Oklahoma. It's awesome. Absolutely. There's always attractions somewhere, for sure. Okay. Yes, cows. Come on, go milk a cow, take pictures. This is fun. People love that. Casinos are in Oklahoma, tons of them. Okay. So, and I know a lot of you guys, you probably don't want to do videos or video stories, but it's okay. You know, me too. I feel a little bit weird about it, but those that do that, that's big attraction. If you can do a post and then do a story on a story, it's awesome. You can, all you need to do is throw the attraction out. I'm super excited that I booked travel from home during COVID, something like that. Something that you are feeling good about. Okay, so Instagram, that's how we work Instagram, okay? Stories, do Facebook stories and Instagram stories. No matter how weird you feel that it is, I promise you people are going to be watching you, okay? And then before you know it, you get like 2 people, and then you get 4 people, and you get 6 people, and then holy smokes, you can't keep up, okay? Twitter, don't rule Twitter out, right? Twitter is still going. Twitter, I do that on a daily basis. It's very easy. Just like I said, anywhere and everywhere. You just post, I don't know if I can log in from here because I'm on my phone. But what you're going to do is you're just going to post the same thing we did in, oh, I don't have my password. The same thing that we did with Facebook. We are looking for people to book travel from home. So write that down. Twitter, and then LinkedIn. LinkedIn is corporate. This is amazing, amazing, amazing for messages inside LinkedIn. Once you create LinkedIn, they match you with somebody in that industry, and then you just start reaching out to them. For me personally, what I do is I say, oh, hi, thanks for being friends. May I ask what you do, or what do you do? I book travel, or it's kind of like a networking kind of event, LinkedIn. I meet a lot of people. Now, I do meet more people that are gonna book travel because they're like big travel bookers in there because they're businesses, right? But what I do is I ask them, do you have a travel coordinator that helps you with all your travel? And then you can offer them like a free trip for them to book their whole group or something like that. Like that's what LinkedIn's for, but don't rule out recruiting on LinkedIn because there's a lot of people, okay? And on LinkedIn, I also do the we are looking for, the same post I do on Facebook. I just copy, paste, okay? Tumblr, I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but copy, paste, put it in there well, okay? No, I didn't get to job postings yet, Doug. I will, okay? Now we're gonna talk about Pinterest. Pinterest, I work the same way as Instagram, okay? Attraction marketing, people that wanna do vacations, people that want discounts, right? The people that wanna be on your team are people that want discounts, discounted travel. Those are great people to have because you know they can hustle up good prices. Okay, I got 2-star Marnie Hernandez calling me. Okay, Pinterest. So that's another attraction marketing, and you can post pictures. Doesn't have to be about you. It's about helping. They do tutorials. They do a lot of different things in Pinterest. But what I would do is, if you've never used it, I would Google how to use Pinterest. Okay, Snapchat doesn't stay long, but it's like I do the same thing. We are looking for people to book travel. I don't know who your friends are on Snapchat, but I do it. I also do TikTok. You can do really fast clip like, hey, I'm looking for someone to book travel. You're not performing, you're informing. That's what my husband always says. You see, I have no makeup, hair is not done because I'm helping you guys. I don't really care how I look at this time because I'm not performing, right? I'm not at the Grammys getting an award, right? I'm just helping. So that's how you have to think of it, right? You just have to get it out there. And no matter how silly it sounds or looks or whatever, just be yourself and then just say, hey, want to make money at home? Call me. Something like that. Something real quick, fast, like that, right? Google. I advise you guys to get a Google business listing. We won't get into that, but there is a video inside the back of Rising Tide. Yelp. I recommend you guys get Yelp for your business. And the reason that I recommend these is because as you're building a team, you can build credibility. When they say, oh, are you valid? Or what do you do? Or after they've seen the presentation and they still feel a little funky, you can say, well, I got Yelp, I got Google, I'm on there. You know what I mean? They're usually like, oh, okay, awesome. Okay. YouTube, that's another attraction marketing, informing, not performing, right? It's another one. I hope you guys are writing all this down. Write all this down. Okay. All of the social media sites that I explained you can do for free. Free, $0. So there's no excuse. You cover all of those every single day, people are going to call you eventually. Trust me, they will. Maybe you only get 3 today, tomorrow 0, and then Friday you get 5, and then Saturday you get 0. Sunday you get 0. Monday all of a sudden 2 people call. Denise Ippolito watched my YouTube video and she became a platinum. That's cold market. Most of Rising Tide is cold market. This is the exact way that we found everyone, that all the leaders found everyone. Also, it's free, doesn't cost any money. However, you want to get the ball rolling, you're like, I only have a month to make this happen. I got to invest money, put in money to get leads. No problem. Every single platform that I explained, you can do sponsored ads. Okay, you can look that up. I don't have a lot of time to train you guys, but it's called sponsored ads. I wouldn't pay a lot, maybe $20 a week, $25 a week, right? Cheyenne, you can post anything on YouTube. How to, usually how to get a cruise, how to get cheap discounts, how to get discounts, how to be a travel agent, anything like that. And then just, you know, go through it. Again, it can be the silliest video and people are attracted to it, okay? But I wanna let you guys know you can pay for sponsored ads on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, all of it, if you want to. Make it small, your budget $20. And if you're like, whoa, I got 5 people with $20, you can increase it. When you get to gold and you're making $1,200 a month, you could say, you know what, I'm gonna pay $100 a month on sponsored ads, something like that. You can keep increasing it. For those of you that want to do Craigslist, you're just gonna log on to Craigslist. Very, very easy. Can you call Marnie? She keeps calling me and I'm on a training. Craigslist. Create a posting. Does everybody see this? Well, we only got 5 minutes and then we're moving into another team building class. Job offered. And then here you can hit sales or you can hit customer service, whichever one you want, or you could do both, okay? Once you do that, you're gonna hit continue. Less is best. Do not give a lot of information. We are looking, same thing, right? Same thing, text, same post as I did in Facebook. Employment type is always going to be part-time. You don't want people to look like they're working their butts off. I always check off all the boxes. Company name is going to be either your company or Archer Travel Group. I always do Archer Travel Group because you can look them up on Google. Me, I do Nikki Lee Live because I do Nikki Lee because that's what mine is. My email address. I do show my phone number. I put my phone number there. And then I do a nice picture. Very simple. Don't get overcomplicated, okay? If someone complains and you get off Craigslist, oh, well, you tried it. Who cares? Move on. Just because you lose Craigslist or you don't get any, I would go to the big places. I would go to California, Oklahoma, Texas, Florida, New York, Boston, Massachusetts. I would do Colorado, like big states I would do, okay? But look, you got to keep trying. You got to keep going. You can't just do 2 ads and say, oh, nobody did it. And if you do $10 or $20 ads, those are in small towns and you're not going to get a lot of coverage. I would do the $35 ones. Don't waste your time. 10. It's not free. It's $35. It is free if you post in the wrong location. But I did show you where to post that it cost. The free will not get you anywhere, okay? I've tried it, been down that road, it does nothing, okay? 35, then they blast it out, they help you, they do all of that, okay? The other thing that I wanna explain to you is Vistaprint, which is great. Vistaprint is going to be for door hangers, go through all of this and look and see what you're passionate and what you like. Cups, mugs, whatever. I personally like door hangers because people that are staying home, they just grab it off their door hanger. I do this with CBD, so I like that idea. It's really kind of up to you guys if you want to do it. I like the idea of doing things that you can have in your hand, tangible. I want to show you guys job boards as well. I want you guys to know something about job boards. Job boards, like LinkedIn, Indeed, and all these other things, career builders, and all these different job boards. Okay, can you get in them? Yes. You have to keep it short and sweet. Can you get kicked out? Immediately. It's just kind of a luck of the draw, okay? I don't want you guys to get married to it. I shared a lot of different ways. If you get married to it and you get kicked off, then you feel super discouraged. By the way, I put the link in there for Vistaprint. So I think you get $20 off your first order, something like that. But just go ahead and use the link. It's inside of the chat box. But don't get married to job boards. They may work for you for 30 days. They may work for you for 2 days, okay? Are they there? Yeah, absolutely. Do I want you to try it? Yeah, of course. But just know you're at risk of getting an IP ban from that company. Okay, it's not really duplicatable, but you can try. You can try, and you know, it doesn't hurt to try, right? But you could last on a week, you could last on a month. And to be honest with you, it's a luck of the draw, because the reason that you get kicked out is because they go to the presentation and they think it's a scam. 5 minutes in, without listening to the presentation, they go back and say, this isn't a job, this is a scam, not knowing, right? And then as soon as they report you, then you're out, right? But you know what? Some people go on 2-3 months and nobody does it. It's luck of the draw, right? I want you guys to try all the things that I tried. Next week's going to be a little bit more advanced. I have every single training that I do on Mondays, I'm going to do, I did 15 today. I'm going to do another 15 next week. And I'm going to show you Fiverr. And I'm going to show you some other travel leads that you can buy. I'm going to show you 15 different ones every single week. Right now I have a corporate training, guys. Inside the chat box will be 925-640-6165. It's going to be a different type of team building training, but it's going to be on the corporate 925-640-6165. And that's going to be a little bit more like team building 101 for now. And then we'll increasingly do that over there. But I hope you guys had an amazing training. I hope you guys learned a lot. Go ahead and put in the Facebook page that you guys learned a lot, but I really appreciate you guys' time. I appreciate you guys showing up, because that's the hardest part. And Charles Lee's training is Monday at 12. It was today at 12, so next week at 12. I hope you guys have an amazing week. Happy Monday. Take care and God bless. Love you guys. Bye-bye.